Hey, what's up? What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video with ScooterPie666 and Onmyoji. Today, a new patch dropped. Apparently I logged in like 2 days early because if I had just waited another 2 days, I could have gotten the bonus. There's apparently a bonus if you haven't logged in for at least 7 days. So, if you're watching this video and you haven't logged in for 7 days, there you go. There you go. You can get a bonus. I believe it's this right here. No, maybe it's not this. Maybe it's not this. Oh yeah, yeah, right here. Players who meet the following guidelines will get these rewards. Have not logged in for 7 days or more. And then in-game level is not, so if you're at least level 15 and you haven't logged in for 7 days, you can get 5 mystery amulets, a experience bonus, and a coin bonus. Starting July 18th until the end of the month. So, you should do that. If I'd have known that and I was paying attention. That's what I get for not paying attention. Because I could have just waited one more day. Just waited one more day. So they got this going on. They finally got the Inyusha and Sesshomaru. Sesshomaru? I don't know. I think that's right. Sesshomaru. You can get their shards. It's according to the event details, it is the first of 3 times you will be able to do this. So they will have more events. They will bring this event back at some point. So if you don't get enough shards this time around, you will have another chance. You also can get shards. So the ways you can get shards is through summoning. You have a chance to get a shard every time you summon. You can select, I believe here, which one you want to get shards for. Although I recommend you leave it on Inyusha, but it's up to you. I'll go into the characters and which one you want to pick and details in a few minutes here. But the other way you can get it is Demon Seal. If you're doing exploration zones, a Demon Seal could appear, and you can do the Demon Seal. Or you can also, I believe I'm not actually sure, I didn't check, but I believe it's just like any other time, or if you hit team, yeah, you can go here and join a Demon Seal. And you can do those once an hour, but you can only get, when you do it that way, you can only get 1 shard a day through the Demon Seal like that. So just keep that in mind. You can also get shards if you're level 40 or above. You can get shards through guild wishes as well, although keep in mind that your chances of getting those are going to be probably not real super high, at least in that method. Thank you, you're welcome. So let's see, what are we doing? Oh yeah, and then also there are some special Inyusha event packs if you're interested in that kind of thing. Particularly this one is a pretty good deal. You get 3 base room, you get 7 mystery amulets and 10,000 coins. 70,000 coins for 50 SJ, which is a pretty good deal. And then this one, also a pretty good deal if you're into that kind of thing. I am not going to be spending anything on this game. But you get 14 mystery amulets plus 50,000 coins for 14 days plus 5 mystery amulets. That's a really pretty decent deal, plus some great Darumas. Then this, I mean, that one is too. You get 28, 50,000 for 14 days, plus a experienced Daruma daily for 14 days, and Skill Daruma Shards. Oh man, that's a really great pack actually. That's like a really great pack. And of course then there's this one, which, I don't know, doesn't seem like the best pack, but there's also a recharge event going on too, so keep that in mind also. Also, Shooting Doji's got a skin. I don't know, I might pick that up. I kind of like that skin, you know? Wow. Those are some pretty crazy abs going on there. And what's this other one? Oh, that's a Bozo. A Buzu. However you say it. I don't know. I don't know. So there's that. And then, of course, there's still like the puzzle stuff going on. So make sure you do that. And no, that's not what I wanted to push. Oh, that's right, they moved event over here. I forgot. They moved stuff around on me. There's also the Daruma wishes. So if you're playing the game, you get this kind of stuff and you can use them. They did this kind of an event before to get, you can use these to actually exchange and get base Daruma or grade Daruma or skill Daruma. And of course, skill Daruma is what everybody wants. But just so you guys know. And this is the recharge event, I believe. Yep, that's the recharge event. Summer Nights is the puzzle. I got a bunch of this to do. Ooh, AP. What else? Jade. Yay. I'll take the Jade for sure. Okay, now let's go look at the two SSRs that they just added. What we can do to look at them and go over them. We can go over here to Royal Battle and you can see them there. You can also see Medicine Seller here, but I already did a video talking about him, so. So Inyusha, okay, so if you look at his stats, he's focus on attack, speed, and crit. 10% crit, 114 base speed. His base attack's a little bit low, but not too terrible. But pretty good base crit and pretty good base speed. His health actually is not that bad for an attacker either. Alright, so what kind of skills we got for these two? So 100% damage with a 10% chance of gaining a layer of force of wind after the attack. Let's see. Strike a target with a gust of wind dealing damage equal to 100% of his attack with a 10% chance of gaining a layer of force of wind after the attack. Each layer of force of wind increases his speed and damage by 10% and 5%. Force of wind stacks up to 5 layers and Inyusha gains a layer of force of wind at the end of each round. So no matter what you do, you automatically gain a layer, and if you use his first skill, he has a 10% chance of gaining a layer. So you could, if you use the first skill, potentially get 2 layers out of 1 turn. Okay. Backlash Wave. When an enemy consumes orbs, Inyasha. Am I saying it wrong? I don't know. I never watched the anime for this one, so Inyasha has a 10% chance of launching a strong counterattack at an enemy dealing damage equal to 100. Ooh. He has a 10% built-in counterattack. That's nice. Whenever an enemy uses orbs, 10% counterattack. That's not bad. That is not bad. And deals damage equal to 176% of his attack. If he has Force of Wind, each layer of Force of Wind increases the backlash wave triggered by 10%. Trigger. Yeah, okay, so if he's got 5 layers of Force of Wind, it increases the chance that it will trigger from 10% to 60%. Okay? And then the counterattack consumes all layers of the Force of Wind. Each layer of Force of Wind consumed increases the counter damage by 10% also. So it goes from 176% to, so if you had 5 layers, 86, 96, 06, 16, 226. That's a really nice counterattack, actually. It's a really nice counterattack. Okay, what's this one? Inyusha strikes a random enemy with Tessinga. Oh, there's something on here about Tessinga also. After Backlash Wave is used, Tessinga evolves into Red Tessinga and gains a new power for this battle. I have no idea what that means. Okay. Tessinga. Ayaga. I'm brutal. I'm screwing it all up. Whatever. This skill here. Okay. Inyusha strikes a random enemy with that skill in full swing, releasing 7 layers of force. Deals severe damage equal to 40% of his attack for each layer. So I wonder, is that he picks a random enemy and then hits that enemy 7 times? Or does it random enemy, 1 hit, random enemy, 1 hit, random enemy, 1 hit? I don't know. Either way would both would be powerful because this scales up to 50, 60, 65% for each layer. So if I go like this, bring my calculator over here, 65 times 7, 455% damage. So if there was only one enemy standing, they're not going to be standing anymore because ow. If it spreads out across more, that's obviously less damage, but what is it? Hang on. Let's close the. No, oh wait. Okay, let's close this. It acted like it didn't like me having. I don't know why it always does this to me. Okay, there we go. I don't know why. I don't know what the problem is lately. Maybe I got like a driver issue or something. I'll have to check. Probably just need a better webcam. Stop buying cheap stuff. Because I'm cheap. I ain't got no money. Alright, let's go on to Sesshomaru. So, looking at the comparison, he is also an attacker, it looks like. If you look at his stats, he has higher attack, lower hit points, lower defense, higher speed, and higher crit. He has a 12% crit. The only other one that has crit that high in the game, I think, is Yodohime. So far. At least on this server. I think. I could be, there might be somebody else, but 12% is pretty high, so. And he's got a higher base attack too, so. He looks like he's built as an attack. I don't even know if it's a dude. I can never tell. I can never tell. Excuse me. He's a really high base speed too. 118 is pretty high. Poison claws will end you. Sesshomaru uses claws, strike an enemy, dealing damage 100% of his attack, and deals or decreasing the target's defense by 20% for one turn. That's something. Deals damage and defense break. Nice. Barrier Tisinga. I don't know. Whatever. Excuse me. So when he takes damage, the barrier protects him, reducing the damage by 20% to a maximum of 40% of his lost hit points. Okay, so there's it decreases 20% of the damage, or a maximum of 40% of the hit points that he's supposed to lose. When he takes lethal damage, it creates a revival barrier to protect him from this damage. The barrier also protects him from any further damage and controlling effects until he takes his next action. He cannot take any actions while protected by the barrier, and after revival, he enters a weak state for 1 round with a 40% reduction in damage. Revival barrier can only trigger 1 time per battle, because otherwise it would be insanely OP. So you can only have the revival barrier 1 time per battle, but it does basically stop you from dying. It also stops you from taking an action while you're in it, but then you get revived with 40% reduction of damage for 1 turn. You also have this just normal barrier, which reduces the damage you take. And that's all that was on a passive. Sesshomaru unleashes Mido Zangetsu. Zangetsu is one I know how to say, because I did watch Bleach. So I know how to say Zangetsu. At all enemies, dealing damage equal to 150% of his attack and inflicting a fractured mark on enemies for 2 turns. Targets marked with fracture cannot be revived. Ooh. So he's a revive counter. That's interesting. So I feel like Inyusha has the better attacker, whereas he's like a support attacker. Sorry, Mr. Absurd Plans, but I don't have time right now, sorry. So I feel like if you're gonna get both, then go for both, whatever order you want, but I feel like if you have to pick, I mean, it depends on what you have. It does depend on what you have. If you already have good attackers, like lots of good attackers, then you probably are better off going for the support. Whereas if you need a good attacker, Inyusha is a pretty decent attacker. I mean, he's not a real cut and dry, but I mean, this skill looks like it can do a lot of damage. It's probably good for boss fights. So anyways, I think that's gonna do it for today. So, it's nice seeing you guys again. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, because that helps the channel out. I'd appreciate it. Also, if you haven't gotten subscribed, please get subscribed. I promise I won't go away again for, I mean, I might take a vacation or something, but And I was doing videos every day. I probably will not do videos every day anymore. I will do a try really hard to do at least 3 a week. I also am doing some other games, so I probably, oh wow, I probably, hello, typing. Okay, I guess it doesn't want, alright, whatever. Whatever. I potentially will do some videos on some other games that I'm playing. I maybe some computer games. I do a few here and there, but so I try to mix it up a little bit. Although this is the only one that ever people ever come back for. So there's that. But you know how it is. You know how it is. I gotta have fun, play some video games, and I figured, heck, might as well record it. You never know what people will watch these days. You never know. You never know. Alright, peace out, guys. Have a good one.